Alright guys, so I'm coming through another video. This is gonna be a good one. You guys are gonna like this video. I'm gonna give you guys 4 of the realest reasons as to why you are sad today and cannot help it. Now, let me say it first, it is normal to be sad. Like, do you not think I was sad when I went through a 4-year relationship with somebody and that comes to an end? Of course. Because it's like, where's my girl at? Where's my girl at? I can't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I'm up to the daylight and I can't sleep. Where's my girl at? Go to the gym 2-3 times a day. At that time, there's nothing else I could have done. You're going to go through times in life where you're going to be sad. It's normal. There's I feel for a lot of teenage kids today, older teenagers, young adults, because you go through a lot of hell at that age. Maybe not every single person does, but a lot of these individuals do. You're going to go through make or break moments. And as you start to grow and mature as a human being, as a full-grown adult, let's say into your mid-20s to late 20s, you're going to start to figure shit out and you're going to start to feel real good because you're going to start to learn a lot about life at that point, and that's if you actually learn. So, but I'm going to give you guys the number 1 reason right now as to why you are sad, and that is because you care way too much. Number 1, you care way too much. And I'll be totally honest. I'm a person that naturally cares a lot about a lot of things. You just can't care a lot about things that is not for you, that is not making sense, because that's when it becomes a problem. I don't let this, I don't, how do I say this? I don't allow, like, the way I care a lot about a lot of things, about people in general, about my life, I don't let negative things in the way of that anymore. I will always care about things that are close to me. Always. I'm just not going to let it get the better of me. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. Like, if you are a person that naturally cares a lot and you just completely stop caring, you're going to start to become someone you're not even, like, who you're supposed to be. So, you have to know how to not let that be your downfall, we'll say. You cannot let that be your downfall. The fact that I care a lot about a lot of things, I'm not going to allow that to be my downfall. Like, I'm not going to spend time caring about things that don't care about me back. I'm going to reciprocate. So, once it stops, I stop. I'm not going to continue on because I feel like it. Like, I just do the right things. And if you can just do the right things and not care too much about things that don't even care about you back, you'll be just fine. So, caring too much can be a downfall to people. Like, it happened to me in the past. When things would go kind of bad, I would still care. I'd still put that energy in. No, bleed. And it's that scarcity of you caring too much about something that is pulling back. That does not care about you the way you care about it anymore. So, that was a mistake I learned from. And I hope you guys do as well. And my advice is, do not stop caring a lot, because if it's who you are, it's who you are. Just don't let it get the best of you. Don't put time and energy and things into things that don't even care about you back. Put that care into important things and you will reap the rewards for putting that into important things. And guess what? Things that are all going all over the place crazy are not important things. So just know that. And this goes on to number 2. Being attached to things that are not attached to you. Kind of similar. things that are hot and cold. If you are attached to somebody who is hot and cold, you're screwed. You are talking to somebody who is hot and cold. You can't do those types of things to yourself. I've talked to females before that was hot and cold. Welcome to the world. If your feelings are invested into that, and she's literally playing hot and cold, one day she cares about you so much so to the point where she hits you up first. She talks to you first. She really wants to have you around. And on another day, she could not care less. She don't want to talk to you. She don't want to talk to you at all. In fact, she leaves you unopened. She leaves you unseen. She leaves you unseen. Don't want to talk. That's going to mess with your emotions. That's going to mess with your head. It's going to make you feel very bad. It's going to make you feel sad. And that's the point of this video. If you talk to people like that, it will make you sad. It literally used to make me sad and give me bad feelings inside. And then it would turn to anger. And that is how it goes. You can't help it. It's just how it's going to make you feel. Now, am I just living my life like that? No. But deep inside, I can feel those things. And I still go about my day. I still do my things. I still live a normal life. But when those things happen, I don't care who you are, it will make you feel some type of way in your chest. It will make you feel some type of way. If you were talking to someone you actually cared about and they start to be that way, it's not a good feeling. It's not going to make you feel happy. It's not going to make you feel good. It's not going to make you feel confident. It's going to do the exact opposites of what I just said. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to make you question yourself. It's going to make you question that person. It's going to make you question everything. Everything is in question. Is this person talking to somebody else? Is this person doing something dirty behind my back? Is this person doing this? Is this person doing that? They're hot and cold. That is going to make you fucking sad. And it's going to make you mad. It's going to piss you off. So if you ask me, don't fucking talk to people like that. Cut them off. And they'll come back to you. And they will talk to you, and you're not even going to want to talk to them. It's like it's not even worth it. It is not even worth it. That's how you're going to feel. That's how you're going to think. And this goes to number 3. You make time for people that are too busy for you. This is not a great feeling, because if you make time for these people and you make plans, but they end up being busy, something comes up, they flake, they can't do it no more. You spent your whole day thinking about doing that thing with that person on that day. For one, you do care too much. For 2, you don't have enough going on. 3, it's not going to make you feel that good making time for people who are too busy for you. It could have been friends. It could have been a friend. It could have been someone you were talking to, a significant other. You made the plans. You expected these things to go about accordingly, and it didn't. It's going to make you pissed. It's going to make you sad. Because they're wasting your time. They're going to get all pissed off, and it's going to be sad and all this shit. So it comes down to caring too much. These things used to happen to me whenever I was younger. And not really young, but it got to a point where I was like 19, 20, up till about 23, 24. It was in between those ages. A lot of bullshit was going on. Like, what is happening? Because, like, whenever I was really young, none of that shit ever happened. None of that shit ever happened. It's like the age of like 19 to 23, 24-ish is where it was like everything was just like so bad, personally in my life at that time, I can't speak for nobody else, but at that time, it's like everything was flaking. Nothing was going accordingly. Everything just sucked. Like literally. And I was not used to that. Because everything like went accordingly whenever I was like 18 and below. But for some odd reason, at those ages, it was bad. And I had a lot of adjustments to make, and I had a lot of learning to do, and I did just that. Today, I am so damn busy, it does not matter what happens. Literally. Like, I have something to do all the time. There's something I can do all the time. I can exit things out for a little bit, and I can go do something to right field or left field or whatever, but there's always something for me to do. So if anything ever happens, which the odd time it does, it don't even matter. It doesn't matter, because I got this to do. And if I look back, and if you're not in that position, you're gonna care. You're gonna get pissed. I remember like freaking out at one of my friends because we were supposed to go golfing one time, bro. Just me and him. And he flaked. He just don't want to go golfing. And I'm just like, I freaked right out. Because like I planned it for that day. We were supposed to do it on that day. No problem. I was looking forward to it. I had nothing else to do on that day, and I was younger at the time, and it was what it was. I was even going through shit with the girl at that time. So it made it worse. I was edgy. I got pissed. But I learned. I learned over time. I became a real man. I put in the work. I took my licks. I'm a stone cold assassin today in all the good ways. I don't mean stone cold like you guys know what I mean. In all the right ways. I'm just stone cold. Like nothing can like affect me. But I'm still positive. I'm not like this cold hearted whatever. No. I'm just such in a good place. Because of all my hard work and commitment and doing all the right things, staying disciplined and in years where people fucking party and don't figure out who they are, don't figure things out, it's fucking terrible to do that. When you are disciplined in your younger years, you have such an edge over everybody else. It's not even funny because most people, like I said, are focused on the party, are focused on that kind of life. You're not going to see a benefit. You're not going to see a benefit. You'll be living your life trying to get a piece of tail at a party. Trying to chase these girls, all of a sudden you're getting older. All of a sudden this, all of a sudden that, and you have no value to show. Of course everybody gets older. But if you start to get older and you have no value, you're at a tough position right there. That's where the hard work comes in. That's where the confidence comes in over the years of doing all the hard work. And in doing that, nothing bothers you. That hard work has changed you. That hard work has changed your life. It changed your confidence. I have the confidence now where it's like anything can happen. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. But did you die? No. I'm still alive. I needed to go through in the past a lot of the pain that I went through. It was very necessary. All the pain you're going through is necessary. All the sadness you're currently facing is necessary. All the anger you may have is necessary. It's all necessary. If I ever say something in a video, maybe a hater's watching this, that pisses you off, it's necessary. That's actually a good sign. If I say something that gets under your skin, if I say something you don't like or something like this, it's actually a good sign. Because the truth is coming out of you from being mad and upset at the truth. It's coming out. You're actually learning. You might not want to admit it, but it is the truth. So, yeah. And on to the last one. Like, we could say this is a bit similar to the last one, but it's like, if you know certain people and you're giving certain attention to people who ignore you, it hurts. You know these people, you're giving them attention, and they ignore you. You want to do something, they ignore you. You want to go on this date with this person, they ignore you. That shit can hurt. A lot of people have to go through things like that. That's something I never really experienced to that extent because I was never a beggar. Like, if something like that happens, it's all good. It's all good. Even if it did happen, I just take the lick. Okay? It's not going to make you feel good, but you take the lick. And if it happens once, that's pretty much a wrap. I mean, I'm not going to... Why the fuck would I talk to you anymore? If you want to talk to me, you can ask me to do something, and you better show up. Or whatever. You know what I mean? So if you're giving time and attention to people who ignore you, you are doing yourself a disservice. And honestly, a lot of you people on this channel are actually very smart. I doubt almost any of you guys are doing this. Some of you probably are. A lot of you probably are not. That's pretty dumb. Could you imagine continuously giving attention to someone that's like ignoring you? Like, I will never double text. Never. Unless I'm already talking to a person and I send a message and I need to add in something extra, then that's kind of still a one text. But like, could you imagine someone opens something and then you holler back at them again and again and again and you're just trying to get their attention? Like, that's what? Why? That would just be stupid. Needy. Desperate for attention. You can't do those things. If people want to stop talking to you, most of the time it is actually about them and not even you. There's even certain people I talk to sometimes, man, they're different. Like, there's something about them that just, sometimes they're cooperative and sometimes they're not. It's like something's going on. They don't feel the best right now. I don't know what's going on. Like, there's certain people I talk to just about sports in general, because like me and a few people I know, we're fans of like the same sports teams and stuff, and sometimes we'll talk about things that are going on, or maybe a UFC fight or something. Sometimes they have right good energy, we're talking about it, laughing about stuff, whatever, and sometimes they're just kind of, something's going on. You know what I mean? If they ignore you, it's like, why would you give attention to people who ignore you? That would make zero sense. Like I said, even if I talk to people to this day and that happens, give a fuck. You didn't reply, okay. And then they hit you up the next day, or the next day after that, or the next day after that, or something like this. It's not always a bad thing, even if someone opens a message and they don't reply. Who gives a shit? You would be really stupid to continuously fight for someone's attention when they're ignoring you. Like, why would you do that? But anyways, that's the video, guys. I hope you guys can take something from this and just work on getting better. Like, that's what I did in the past. I just worked on getting a lot better as a person, a lot stronger, a lot more focused on my own life, that tunnel vision, living authentically to who you actually are. And as long as you do that, you should have no issues. Little to no issues. You'll always have some sort of issue, maybe with something else, maybe not with this, maybe with something else, but like, the more on point you are, the more in sync you are with who you're actually supposed to be, you will experience little to no fuckery. Like, literally, things will be pretty damn smooth in all ways. So I suggest in getting better, and that's it.